Hello.
Hey, Raylene and Erik, what's up?
Not a whole lot. Eric is talking about your trip that you're going on.
Oh,
He
yeah,
says
it's gonna
it's
be
all good.
fun. Yeah, a couple of days ago, my husband breaks three metatarsal bones in his foot and an ankle bone. But we're gonna go
Oh,
anyway, and we have the rental car is a stick shift, but I'm not driving in Norway in the ice and snow, so I guess it should be interesting.
he
Anywho,
says yes that
I'm
way.
I'm sure you will join us because I know how much you love Norway, Erik.
He says I do love it very much. He says I will be there. He likes the cold. Eric likes the cold over there.
He does. And
Um,
one time he shows up, not that long after he died, he shows up in my bedroom wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And it was freezing outside.
he says I was ready to party.
Yeah?
He's talking to you about your driving and the stick shift over there. He says it's best for you not to drive because you
Oh,
just
I'm not going to
can't
drive.
say that you drive. He's being mean.
No, 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 no. It's going to be all Rooney Medhouse doing this. All right. Well, let's get started with questions. First one is from Nina S. Sounds really familiar. I would like to have advice for my love life. I've been single for over 8 years, and I'm starting to wonder why.
Nina, this is a time of growing for you, learning how to accept yourself for who you are and love yourself unconditionally. It's not because you're destined to be alone for the rest of your life. He says you will find romance. It's not going to happen right now. It looks like this is going to be a couple of years before you find this romance, and it's going to be online. So if you're on like an online dating website, or if you're not, I suggest you start going onto one because he said you're going to meet somebody online. And the first step is to love yourself like as you are right now, like unconditionally. Just love your beauty.
Then the universe will offer up the love life.
Exactly. He
All
says,
right, that's
bingo.
that's good advice. Ileana M, my friend Jane Lee S, wants to know why her mother-in-law Tanya is the way she is with her and her granddaughter, and what she can do to improve the situation. Oh boy,
She's just
mother-in-laws.
the main person. She is the main person, and she doesn't accept you for who you are. This looks like this is going to be ways that she was brought up, and also religion. You do things differently, things that she may not agree with, whether it's like parenting skills. And so for her, if she doesn't have control of everybody, it really bothers her.
Mm,
The relationship will get better because her son isn't going to allow it to stay that way. He's going to have a breaking point where he's going to have a conversation, not like, blows and battle words coming out, but it's going to be more of a conversation and him talking to her about understanding you guys differently.
yeah.
By the way, your daughter's gifted and she has abilities and she's seeing things.
Oh,
So to
cool.
pay attention when she tells you this.
Okay, setting up my
Eric.
mat here. All right, that's awesome. Nicole E, what message do I need to hear at this moment?
Nicole, Eric is telling you that he loves you very much. He says
Oh,
that he messes with you all the time, by the way, so to pay attention because he's there with you. You need to know right now to focus. Pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to your thoughts. Focus, 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 focus.
why she have problems grounding herself?
He says that's one of the issues is with grounding, but it's more than that, Mom, because she needs to focus around, the things around her, her family members, what she's doing. It's grounding, yes, and then not only that, but spirits they're trying to talk to her spirit team. So if she's focused, and then that thought can come in a lot easily if she's focused on something. She can channel more easily.
So get outside of her head and
Yes,
be aware of things going on in the environment,
your surroundings.
surroundings. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, Sanjita L. Hi, Erik. Please let me know if I'm on the right track and what I should be doing to move forward in my spiritual path, as I don't feel very connected with people around me and my family. Okay. What do
He
you
says
say?
that these are symptoms because you are on your last life, so to speak, and that you're tired. He says that you're a very old soul, and that this is why you do not like to be around people or be around crowds. You tend to be by yourself. He says that this is a feeling that you need to learn how to accept. Um, how can he accept this? So that feeling, it's like missing that something is there. You don't want to be by people. You feel a missing home. You're missing home. And so for you, I would do like a form of consistency, a form of grounding, so you don't feel that lost feeling anymore. That's what it is. You're an old soul, and it's almost like you're lost.
Okay. So sometimes teachers people come here to teach, they have students come in and out of their lives, and that can make them feel kind of lonely too.
Yes, it
Okay.
does.
Okay. Jose S. Hi, Erik. It's Maggie. Oh, okay. I want to know about my life and spiritual purpose. Thank you.
Maggie, your spiritual purpose solely involves you having like romantic relationship. You've come here to experience love, and this is pretty much it.
Okay.
It's like having the romance, having that type of unconditional love with your romantic partner. That's what she's here for, love.
Oh, awesome. Well, let's do another one for her. Jose S. Maggie. Any past lives that could be influencing or affecting this one?
He says, yes, there are past lives that could, but he says you're very grounded to this life. So in your case, no, there's not nothing that's influencing it.
Oh,
She's very
wow.
grounded to this life.
Cool. That's good. Amy S. Is the issue with my mother part of my life contract?
It is. They tell you to be patient with her and to learn how to word things differently with her. Like if you ask her if you need help or to do something, give her like enough notice before she does it. Your mom is very different. She doesn't do things like fast. She has to have a notice to do something, some sort of preparation, and communication. So don't be so nicer, Erik. Nicer.
Uh-oh.
Yes. He says, don't be so mean when you talk to your mom. He says that you have to look at it from a different point of view, be understanding. Even though your mom has said mean things to you or done things that you didn't like, you still have to be nice and be the better person because she is your mother. Thank you,
Oh,
Erik. He toned
wow.
it down quite a bit.
Uh-oh. All right, so what is the contract, though?
Communication. He says that
Oh,
they are soulmates and the contract is learning how to communicate. They have to, and it's more love to learn how to love each other unconditionally without judging them, without saying, you did this to this person, so now I'm going to do this to you, or you did this to me. Very much like a back and forth thing,
yeah,
learning
no
how.
tit for tat. The whole tit for
Yeah,
tat thing, yeah. Okay.
yeah.
All right, Melanie G. I'm struggling in my relationship with my father. What should I do? Lots of relationship problems.
So your father, he has substance that is influencing him, and this looks like it's going to be alcohol.
Okay.
They do tell you that he suffers from, this is like depression. He suffers from depression and anxieties, and he uses substances to fill it, to fill the void of what he's feeling. Ways you can bond with him would be to do outings outside when there's like not a lot of people around. Don't do things like big family functions with a bunch of people. Don't have a bunch of people around because he doesn't like it. So work your relationship with him slowly. Do things without a bunch of people around you. Communicate with him on a soft level, like instead of asking him to do things, like asking him to go with you somewhere to do something with you instead of him doing it.
Okay. Is there a way that she can help him with his substance abuse?
He's a very stubborn man and he's not going to listen. He's going to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. So the answer to your question is not her physically, but she could set like intention for him to stop. She could do prayer. She could send, Reiki, energy work, things like that to help with the habit,
Okay.
to help, bring it down.
Okay.
But her physically, she can't
Yeah.
ask him to stop because it's going to irritate him.
Yeah. Teresa N. My phone has been calling, emailing, and texting family members at night while I am asleep. Is that my son Jordan, or is it you, Erik?
Erik says, I wish I could take credit for this. However, it's Jordan. He says, I do occasionally, but not often. Jordan's trying to get your attention, Mom.
What's he trying to say? What's
He's
Jordan?
telling her.
What's
He's telling her, I'm around and I'm okay. He says that I'm not dead because you guys keep referring to me as being dead and gone. He says, darn it, I'm not gone. And by the way, he's okay. The other thing is you need to change furniture around in your home. It's feng shui. I don't know if you're familiar with feng shui, but energy stays consistent. When there's something tragic in the home happens, energy stays and you can have any type of energy that comes in. So this is why you have to move the furniture around so you can get rid of the sadness, that old energy. And it's more of he's telling you that he's protecting you and he's helping you.
Can they smudge with sage also? Would that help?
Yeah, sage is good, but you need to move the furniture. If you can't move the furniture, put crystals underneath like the couch because there's stagnant energy. The energy's not moving. That's why they have to move it. So if there's like big bulky energy,
Okay.
big bulky furniture that's just impossible to move, grid your home with crystal grids. It's the furniture. The furniture has to be moved. If she
Okay.
can't move the furniture, use some form of crystal. You could put black tourmaline is really good. Put one underneath each couch cushion or underneath the floor on the bottom on each side of the cushions or on the couches. That way you can form an energy grid
Okay.
underneath the couch, and it moves energy. It breaks it up.
If they can't move the furniture. All right, that's good.
Yes.
Teresa L. Why did my daughter die? It was sudden and unexpected. I don't understand. Was it an accident or on purpose? And how do I connect with her? Well, that's an extra question, so we'll just do why. What happened?
This was not accidental. I'm sorry to tell you that. Your daughter says that she knew what was going on and she knew what she did. She takes full credit for her passing and her transitioning. It was not accidental. She's sorry. There is mental illness that she dealt with, depression, anxieties, things like that. And she also talks about substances too that she was using. Um, I don't think she actually knew the substances that she was mixing together would take her life at that time, but she wasn't happy. She knew
So did she?
it was
So
accidental.
she didn't intend to take her life.
No, she did not, but she knew the consequences. She's taking credit for it.
Okay, I gotcha. Any message from her beside that?
She's telling her to live life because she's really stuck in that sadness
Yeah.
and that anger too. She says to finish living life, Mom, because just because mine is over with does not mean that yours is. I'm going to get emotional over here.
Oh.
She tells you she loves you very much.
Oh. Well, she is still alive, just in another dimension without a body.
Yeah,
So even her life is not over.
it
All
is.
right.
Gosh, I try so hard to hold my emotions back.
Don't let it go, man. Let it go. Suzanne C. Erik, I have suffered from migraines all my life. Last June, I had a stroke. Gosh. And doctor said it was from my migraines and stress from losing my loved ones a few months before. Can you help see what is causing it?
It's very much stress that is causing your migraines. He's talking about you needing to, it's depression. There's medication that you need. And he says that this is going to be from a doctor that you have to go to. I do see that there's already medication, so you're going to be changing medication. This is pharmacy medication, not CBD oil. She needs something that's going to be very strong, something that's going to really help her. You're on a medication that's for sleep, and he's telling you to get off of it because it's not helping you. It's specifically for sleep medication.
Well, what kind of medicine does she need to be on?
Depression, antidepressants.
Okay, but check with your doctor first. Okay,
Yes, it's going to be through the doctor. So,
not just Dr. Erik.
no, not just Dr. Erik.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Lisa, he's got on a mask. He's got on the white coat.
Oh.
Borrowing your stuff.
That's cute. All right, let's see. Yolanda G. Hi, Raylene and Erik. Charles G. here. Born 11/12/64. Question: what do my higher self and spirit guides say about my life's purpose? Thanks.
Your spirit guides tell you that your life purpose is involving helping humanity, helping our race.
Wow.
He shows you working like outside with trees and stuff like that. You're very Mother Earth connected. You're very connected to the earth, to nature, things like that. And you find yourself being most grounded when you're outside. So your higher self is telling you to do more grounding and to do more help with the earth.
Well, how does that help humanity?
Well, when you take care of earth, then the earth is healthy. Erik says this with a sarcastic tone in his voice. He says that when you help the earth, take care of the earth, plant things, have new trees that don't have damage, when you don't pollute the earth is healthy. He says, therefore, humanity is healthy.
Don't you take that tone with me, little boy. I'm kidding. All right.
He says, what are you going to do? Bend me over?
When I get over there, yeah. There's a timeout chair with your name on it. All right.
He does have this chair.
Here's it. Hey, L. Am I an energy healer? I think and feel that I am.
You are an energy healer, and this is so extreme for you because it's not only Reiki. You have potential to take away diseases, cancers. You're a
Wow.
very powerful energy worker, and now is the time for you to do growing. And it's not so much like you got to go get certificates and learn how to do this stuff. Honestly, working within yourself, filling your own energy. He says intention. It's intention with you. Like you, for her, she's heard of the term warrior prayer. People that can pray and heal people. He says that it's for her. It's more intention, and
Okay.
it's healing. She's a very powerful light worker. Very, very powerful.
Pretty incredible. Misty, you. I love you guys. I was told in a reading that my son Tristan is being affected by and suffering from my personal insecurities. What can I do to help him from this point? Thank you.
To make you understand this a little bit better, Erik says that your son is an empath and he picks up energy from anybody, not only you. But when you're stressed, Mom, your son picks it up and you don't have to tell him, I'm stressed or I had a bad day. He can just feel it. He feels exactly what you're feeling. So, in a sense, yes, he is feeling the issues that you deal with and it is affecting him. You can protect him. Do prayer. If you're not religious, you can talk to your angels and ask them to protect you. You can use crystals, black tourmaline, lepidolite. They're really good for kids, especially sensitive kids. Put it underneath his pillow, or you can even make a grid underneath your mattress. Put one stone underneath all four corners of the mattress, and that's going to help him.
Of his mattress, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
because you're protecting his energy.
I see. Okay. Well, what can she do about her own personal insecurities?
Erik says to deal with life and not to push your troubles down. He says that you need to work through your problems. Don't just, let something happen and, throw it off, throw it on the back burner. Deal with it, work through things.
Yeah.
You are very stressed, and this looks like you have to set boundaries with your spouse.
Yeah. All right. So basically, take the bull by the horns. Take care of shit. All right.
Yeah.
Good. All right,
He says,
Susie.
he says,
Oops.
how come she can cuss and I can't?
Well, I rarely do. I think he's just a bad influence on me too. Anyway, Susie W. Hi, Erik. Can you please give me a time frame of when this extremely difficult time will end, and what direction and next step would be the best to focus on?
So you need to move your current home wherever you are. You need to move that situation, the people that you're around, leave. He says right now is when it ends. You need to leave, and this is something that you have to do on your own.
Well, move
Leave.
to a different in the same town, or
Yes, same town, but she needs to leave the people that she's around. So if this is a relationship, she needs to leave that relationship. She needs to move out of the home that she's in right now and go somewhere else, do things on her own.
wow, okay. Is there a lesson there? Is there some sort of contract?
He says more of a contract mom versus a lesson. The people that she's living with and that she's interacting with are people that she's lived past life with, and she wanted to see if relationships could be different, better in a sense, which they're not, because
Okay,
that life is interfering with this life. She's
I
not
see.
grounded, and that's why she's got such a hard time dealing with people in general.
Because she's tapping into the difficult relationships from another life.
Yeah.
So how does she ground herself?
He
My
says,
grandson
Mom,
is crying. Sorry, it's life.
hi.
Life
For
doesn't
her,
stop.
it doesn't stop. He says for her, the way that she would like to ground or would be beneficial for her, it's going to be very easy. Go outside barefoot. Just walk around in the dirt, in the grass. If you have a tree, you can hug it. But for her, he's just showing her walking barefoot in the ground.
Okay, good. All right, Ann P. There's an angel imprinted on my hardwood floors. What does this mean? That's
Maybe
cool.
that question, my son's toy just fell.
Uh-oh. There's an angel imprinted on my hardwood floor. What does this mean? It's cool.
Wow, this is very fascinating. Thank you for sharing this. Erik tells you this means that you're very well protected and that this is a guardian angel making her presence known to you.
Ah,
And especially when you find yourself looking at that and being really drawn to it, she's saying, hello, pay attention to me. So again, pay attention to your thoughts because it's how she communicates with you. You're very surrounded by pure angelic beings. Like, not that everybody else isn't, but her, she's more connected to source. Like, I don't know if it's her religion or what it may be, but it's angelic beings that are completely around her.
what's the guardian angel's name?
Patricia.
Okay. All right.
She said it twice.
Okay. Vicky P. Any messages from my husband or guides?
So the message from your husband is for you to be happy with life as it is. His departure was very sudden, and he says that it was unexpected on you and you had a lot to deal with. He tells you now is the time for you to release me. He's asking you to release him so that way you can live life. And when he says to release, well, he just now came over here like, whoo, shot across the room.
Wow.
He says, when I mean to release me, it doesn't mean that you're forgetting about me. I'm just simply asking you to live life happy.
Yeah, because you
Really
still can
wanting,
have a relationship with him.
yeah,
Just because he doesn't have a body doesn't mean you stop everything. But yeah, all right.
exactly. And he
Yeah.
communicates with you through music. He plays music for you. So when you're in the car, when you're at home and you have the radio on, whether it's Pandora, just regular radio, he's playing music to you. So listen to the songs, and if you're really drawn to it, you know it's him.
Okay. All right.
Erik says, I play music too. He's throwing himself in there.
Awesome. All right. I don't know how to pronounce this. Thais. Ties, maybe. I want to ask for advice on my business, my marriage, and on myself. So we're just ask what is the most important advice in any of those. We can't answer 3 questions. So
Okay, so
basically, because
his
that's
relationship is the first thing that he needs to focus on
okay.
because he's not focusing enough on relationship and she feels neglected. The family life needs more attention. That's the thing that you need to focus on right now. It's not your business. It's not anything else. It's your life, your
Will
family life.
will the rest of everything fall into
Fall into
place
place.
once the
Yeah,
relationships are
better. He
better?
says because he's got a lot of worry. His thoughts are worrying about relationship, home life, and he should be focusing something on something else. And you can't do that. So this is why he says to focus on the big thing, the relationship, and then everything else will fall into place.
Okay. All right. Tasha V. I would like insight on the 2 miscarriages I've had, like gender, who they are, and the reason, and if they're with their brother and loved ones. One was a twin of my youngest son. Oh,
It was, and so that's what just came through was there was another baby that made it.
yeah.
So they do tell you that these were not supposed to happen, and so everybody knows things happen, and there could be really horrible crap that happens, and it was not intended. Accidents happen. You don't come down here and say, you're meant to lose your son. Those things are not set in stone. For
Yeah.
her, it was an accident. These babies were not supposed to, they were supposed to come. And the lesson, he says that it's hard to explain the lesson to you because it wasn't supposed to happen this way. He says, this is a freak accident, Mom. So I can't tell her that the lesson out of this because it wasn't supposed to happen. Very hard.
Okay.
These children were supposed to be there and they live with you. There's 2 females, 2 girls.
Okay. A lot of times people have something called anti-cardiolipin antibody, and so they have early miscarriages because the antibodies attack the embryo. So I tell my patients for the first 3 months, take a baby aspirin every day, then stop after the 3rd month. So if you're still trying to get pregnant, that's something to consider. But check with your doctor.
Healthcare professional.
Here we go. Okay.
Eric's so funny. He's using his toy. He's got his voice. He's got like a very deep voice. He's a healthcare professional.
Oh God, it's like him. All right, Sarah C. Hello, my question is, why do I sometimes relapse into deep depression? It is linked to is it linked to when I'm feeling bad physically? About 10 years ago, I went through a period where I had to talk myself out of suicide almost every day for months and months. I am much better at being patient and waiting these periods out now, but it's still very upsetting when I go back to feeling that way. How can you help her, Erik?
Erik says that this is energy. What is her name?
Her name is Sarah C.
Sarah. Sarah, thank you. Sarah, Erik is telling you that this is energy based, your depression, your anxieties that you feel. He says that you carry stress in your body and it makes your body feel physically ill. You get back pain, head pain, leg pain. It's a lot like fibromyalgia, like pain in the body. And he says that this is caused by stress. He says it's energy. You're a very sensitive person. He says that you do need to cleanse your energy very often and protect your energy because you're an empath. A lot of times you can be happy and then 1 second, you're happy and then you're sad. He says that's when you have to understand that that's not your energy that you're feeling, and you're not bipolar. And there's not like mental illness for her. It's not. This is very much energy. She's sensitive.
What can
Um,
she do?
for her, she needs to crystals. I use crystals for everything, and so he's talking about using crystals for her as well to wear a black tourmaline, a lepidolite, amethyst, one of those stones to protect you.
What was the second one you said?
Lepidolite, amethyst.
Amethyst. Okay.
Amethyst, black tourmaline, lepidolite. Those are good protection stones.
Lepidolite. I never heard of that one. Okay. What
It's a
else
really
did?
good stone. It's purple. And
Oh.
so it protects your energy and it helps people that are sensitive. All of those stones do. They're for sensitive people that take on energy that doesn't belong to them. And for her, she does not notice when it's hers and when it's not because she just gets so overwhelmed with the sadness and the depression or the anger. And she doesn't understand how to dismiss it. So for her to talk to herself, like, is this mine? This isn't mine. And just say, I dismiss it. Affirmations are going to be really good for her. Also, meditating. You're not the lame. You can't lay there and meditate. He says that you're an active meditator. So do something. Have a hobby. Crochet, knit. He's showing you painting. Paint.
Okay.
That's going to be your hobby.
All right. Awesome. All right. Megan T. I would really love to be a mother, but I'm at an advanced maternal age, in quotes, getting married in April and hope to get pregnant soon. Will it happen and when?
No, pregnancy does not happen for her. They do show her adopting children.
Was there anything she can do like that can improve her chances of getting pregnant?
Yes, yes. Eric is talking about your aspirin.
Okay.
Woman. And then he also says that she can do fraternity, not fraternity,
Fertility?
fertility, yes, but you know when you put your egg in somebody else, what is that
Oh
called?
yeah, like in vitro or
Yes, thank you.
surrogacy. Okay. Okay.
Surrogacy. Thank you, thank you. It's going to be more surrogacy that she's going to have, so it's going to be her own. It'll still
Okay.
be her own baby and come from both husband and wife, just another person carrying it.
Okay. All right.
But herself, it does not look like she's going to be able to carry herself.
Unless the aspirin works.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Yiwei Z. Hi, Eric. It's the first time I got the courage to ask you a question regarding my trip for the next month. Could you tell me if I will be coming back to work on time with no dramas happening?
No, you will not be
Oh,
coming back on time. He says that the drama is going to remain there. It's a stressful environment, his work, and he says that it's going to remain that same way.
well,
And it doesn't look like he's coming back on time. Excuse me, on time
okay.
either.
Well,
So there could be a delay.
what can this person do about it?
Switch jobs. Very blunt of Eric. He says to find a new job, find a new career or passion. He says that it's not your passion to do what you're doing. What passion is for you is communicating with spirits. You need to really let go of that sense of money and that stability and venture out to something else.
Like what?
Spirit work.
Spirit work. All
Channeling.
right.
He's very connected to spirits. I find it so funny when he says spirit work. Talking to Eric.
Talking to Eric, that's a lot of work right there.
Tell me about it.
That's hard work. All right,
He
that
says,
sounds good.
that's not funny.
I got one from Aina B. Hi, Eric. I have like an open hole. It's WHOLE though. It hurts sometimes moving around, pulsating. What can I do? Is it from the past, and am I doing something that I am unconscious about? I don't know what she means by the open hole, but take it away the best you can.
So for her, it does. This is actual physical pain, and this is something on her body. And you need to be changing your food. He's talking about the way that she eats. I know this sounds really strange. It comes down to her health, the way that she's eating. Eat more natural foods. Eat from the ground, salads, fruits, things like that.
Okay.
That's what's going to help her. It's your
Why does she
diet.
have it? What was this, some contract thing?
No, it's not contract. He says that he doesn't want to use the term contract. There is a lesson, and it's a lesson of treating your body with respect and
Okay.
eating right, doing good things with your body, just whole foods.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Benjamin M. What was my own reason for choosing to suffer so tremendously from mental illness during this particular incarnation?
Re-say that question all over again.
Sure. What was
Sorry,
my...
I was distracted by your grandson.
Oh, I know. Hey, can y'all keep him quiet?
No, it's
Maybe take
fine.
him outside? What's my reason for choosing to suffer so tremendously from mental illness during this particular incarnation? From Benjamin M.
Benjamin. The mental illness that you carry, he says that this is coming in from past life. It's not associated with this life. You notice that you feel fine often and then you have your off days. He says that this is past life. He says if you ground to this life, you won't feel that. So he's very much telling him to get off of medications, ground, start grounding, do a sense of consistency. So for him, it's consistent that he
But
needs.
check with your healthcare provider first.
Yes, do that first. Do a sense of consistency, and whether it's eating at the same time every day, getting up at the same time, and showering every day, consistency is what you need. That's going to help you.
What
It's
about
ground.
past life regression? Would that help?
He says yes, that would help him very much. It's going to be a little alarming for him because he's going to see a not so good past life,
Okay, well, but once you see it,
and then you could release it.
you can release it. There we
Heck
go.
yeah.
All right, Alex B. What is my spiritual mission in this life?
Alex, you are here to do music. I show you creating like stuff on the computer. You're very good with music oriented or using instruments, whether it's a guitar, you've come here to have the beauty of instruments, music, listen to music, have it around you.
Okay.
That's what you come here for.
All right. Okay, here's one from Blue Tip Tank's Kennel. All right. What do you feel are the most important messages for me, Erik?
So Erik is pausing for a second. And this is going to be business oriented that he's talking about. You have a business that you're in or you own your own business. And he tells you that there's change coming. So get a little bit more specific, way. There is change coming with the business. She needs to, I believe this is a female because he's referring to as she.
Okay.
She needs to focus on business oriented. The business is going to be expanding. There's change coming with business. Her business is important and they need to focus on it. This is going to be like with banking issues, banking statements, taxes, things like that. Go through all of your documents very carefully, everything that you're doing right now.
Okay, why?
She'll know why.
Oh, she'll know why. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so will she instigate the expansion of the business? Or
Yes,
will she
it's
get...
already like it's a good business that she's already
Okay,
running.
all right.
It's more of financial issues that are going on it and
Okay.
taxes, documents, stuff like that.
Okay. Here's another one from her also. Does my oldest son's father have anything he wants to say to his son?
Yeah, your son is having a bit of substance going on in his life, and he's telling him to stop using, whether this is alcohol, weed, whatever it may be, there's substance. And your son's going to have a very addictive personality as he grows up, so to be aware from that, so that way you can kind of prevent it. It's coming in from the father.
Well, what can he do? What can they do now?
Talk to him about the consequences of it. There's not much. It's kind of like a lesson that you do have to learn when you're at that age.
Yeah.
But, talk to him now because he's still young. You can talk to him about what drugs do to people, show him videos. They have documentaries and stuff like that you can show him, the outcomes of what happens to people that choose that route.
Okay.
He's got a very addictive personality, and it's precaution.
Any substances that he can take, like omega-3, or any natural things that would help reduce his addictive nature?
CBD oil.
Okay. Brian L. Hi, Raylene and Erik. My name is Karen, and I would like to know how my previous lives, or another life, because there's no time, is attributed to this life, and what was my previous life, and was I with the same family? So basically, we'll just do one of those questions. Is there a connection with another life in her life now? There is a
connection with your current family that you have right now. You guys have had many lives together. The past one would be Egyptian time is what I'm seeing right now. So like around the time of King Tut, stuff like that. And you'll notice that your family has interest in learning about it because you're connecting to that past life. So it's the people that you live with right now. Your current family is connected to that.
Okay. Any specific ways it can influence, or it has influenced, or is influencing her current life? Anything that happened?
Well, not so much influencing, but tapping into your past life. You'll tend to think about like old ancient Egyptian times, or you'll be drawn to museums with pyramids, things like that. He says that's how you're tapping into your past future. But there's your past life, not past future. He
Mm-hmm.
says, but there's not like an influence, like a negative influence that's interfering right now. There's not an interference.
Okay.
And I think that's what she's trying to get at. There's not an interference,
Okay.
no.
Awesome. Here's another one. From her. I am in love with Andrea from Romania, and she is married like me, but both are going through a divorce now. She lied to me about being married, and we broke up, and we have trust issues. This is from Brian L.
Hmm. And so for you, this relationship is not going to be successful. She's not going to leave her spouse. It's not something that she wants to do.
Okay.
She may tell you that, and this is why she hid it from you. Erik is telling you it's not something that you want to pursue.
Okay. Cynthia Y. Would either my guides or higher self tell me their thoughts on my spiritual growth?
Wow, you have a very beautiful spirit guide. She comes in, she looks like she's a fairy.
Oh.
Doesn't look like anything from this world at all, but she's pretty. She's got beauty.
What's her
And
name?
because you're very spiritual, they tell you that you do communicate to them all the time, and they thank you for communicating with them. Your spiritual growth has become, you've made so much progress. It's like they're having a party for you over here because of the amount of progress that you made in such little time.
Awesome.
So she says that it's amazing, and they tell you to work with energy because you're very much a light worker and energy healer. So she says to continue to work with energy, and your thoughts create reality. So you're doing amazing. Like this girl is doing amazing work.
How should she work with the energy?
So do like Reiki
Okay.
or do energy healing that you have within yourself. Rub your hands together because it charges your energy inside of you. Set your hands out. Set the intention to heal. She says emotional, physical, mental, any type of healing she can do.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Now, what is the fairy looking person's name?
she smiles and she says, "Hello, Elisa." She's giving you a direct hello.
Hi.
She she says, "My name is Katrina."
Katrina. All right.
Katrina.
Hi, Katrina.
She says, "Nice to meet
Katrina.
you." She's so bubbly. She is so bubbly, and she says, "Thank you for doing the work that you're doing."
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you for coming in. All right, we got a couple more questions here. Ashley F. I feel like I'm going through this one life lesson again where I fall for my current BFF. In the past, I have been told how I feel, but the situation is here again and I don't know what to do.
Because you have a past life like your best friend, and you guys are very connected. You love this person so much. So does he want to know if he's going to have a relationship with this
It's
person?
Ashley. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. Probably,
Ash-
I think it's a girl, the way it's spelled. I don't know. Erik, what does she need to know?
she wants to know why she has these feelings and why she can't get over it, because it's not like a romantic relationship, and she's wanting romance.
Mm-hmm.
The other person I don't think is so into relationship,
Okay.
but it's past life. He says that these feelings come in from a past life.
Just one life?
One specific one that she's tapping into, yes, but they've had many lives. They were together romantically in this past life, and they had, this looks like there's 6 kids that they had. Quite a bit of, it's a family relationship, very big.
When was that?
The 1800s, and her husband passed away. She was a female in this life, and he left early.
Okay.
And so this is the life that they're reconnected to. He's more of a grounding person for her. He's stabilizing for her in this life. He kind of guides her and gives her directions on people she should be seeing or should not be seeing.
Okay. All right. Reminds me of my best friend's wedding.
Feminine, what they're talking about her other person, it's feminine. They're feminine energy.
Okay. All right. The last one is from Madison H. Hey, Erik, just wondering if you could give me some direction in life. I'm completely lost when it comes to finding what I'm passionate about and finding a career with it. What do I do?
So for you, it doesn't look like you're going to have like a sense of stable career. You know how some people want to go to school for one thing and do that their entire life. You do many different things, ranging from volunteering from kids, ranging from creativity, creating your own things, to doing spiritual work, which you're going to be doing now, venturing out and channeling. There's so many people that are opening up to channeling. It's amazing.
It's
And there's
awesome.
so many people that want to learn from it. So when I hear him telling me that they're going to have a spiritual career, I'm like, everybody in the world is going to be doing spirit work, right?
That's true. It's possible. It's possible.
He says
So,
no.
what's the first step she should take in the right direction?
Buying some angel cards,
Okay.
using angel cards, communicating with your angels, your guides, because it's spiritual work that you're going to do next.
All right, good. That's awesome. All right, well, thank you everybody for submitting your questions. And
Thank
again,
you.
in March, check with Raylene's site, www.angelmedium7.com, so you can also put in a question for her. Anything else you'd like to say, Raylene?
Yes, I have something from Kara. I can't pronounce her last name though. She sent in a payment and said that she wanted to tell you thank you so much for all that you do and that she loved the work and you were helping her and everybody else so much.
Oh,
And
so
Erik, she
sweet.
says thank you and she says to quit messing with her so much. No, she
Oh,
didn't say to quit messing. I did. He messes with her all the time.
uh-oh. Oh, was it Kara with a C or a K or?
Kara with the C,
Okay.
Cara.
All right, sounds great. Thank you, Kara. Bye,
March
everybody.
1st,
March
March
1st.
1st, March 1st, my site will be up with the questions and it's organized. It'll be organized.
Awesome. It's hard. It's not easy to make things really tech simple.
It's not. It is hard. It does take some time. Enjoy your trip. He says he's going to be there with you, and have your husband put on. This is going to be like a hot washcloth over his arm. No, his leg.
Okay, okay.
Like,
Yeah, he broke 3 bones in his foot and a bone in his ankle, so we'll see what happens on the trip. We'll get
comfort him.
priority boarding, though. That's the only good thing. We get priority boarding, yeah, with those crutches.
Good job.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.